Hello everyone. So in my previous video, we already discussed about super function. So I'm going to write one simple example over here for super function. That means if I have a class person, for example, and it will have constructor. Okay, that is one thing for sure. And obviously it will have some parameters. Like for example, we will write name and age. Only two parameters over here, so that self dot n will store this name, and self dot a will store age. Okay, then we have one more function, one more method, actually not function, because we are declaring inside the class. So define display, and no parameter, but we know default parameter is self. Then in that we are printing two things. One is self dot n, and print self dot a. So we are done with our one class. We have one more class, employee. Okay, so employee is inherited from person, so we are writing that also. It will have one constructor, but we are not going to call superclass constructor outside of this any class. From the derived class, we will call superclass constructor. So derived class constructor will have its own parameter as well as base class parameter. So self, name and age, this will remain as it is only. And now I want to add two parameters, that is for derived class, that can be employee number, e number, and it may be address like Mumbai, Delhi, something like this. So last two parameters are actually part of employee, and first two parameters, name and age, are part of person. Okay, then colon. Okay, sorry, colon. Then from here we will call super function. Okay, so super function dot underscore underscore init underscore underscore, and in the parameter bracket now we have to pass two parameter, because it is accepting also two parameters. Okay, but what about remaining two things? Because we are done with the self dot and self dot a, we are done. So remaining two means employee number and address. So that we will write here self dot e will be equal to your employee number, and self dot address, add something like this we will use for address. Okay, and then we will have one more function, that is defining display with the same name as like your base class only, and it will print only two things, because we have already printed this name and age over here. So print self dot e, and print self dot addre. Okay, so we are almost done with our program. Now using derived class, that is employee, so e1 equal to employee, and it is initially accepting four parameters. Okay, so we have to pass first parameter Vishal, that is for name. Age, it will be 20. Employee number 2258 or 22581, and then address we will write it is in Mumbai, for example, and bracket closed. So first two parameters will get copied into name and age. Remaining two parameters will get copied into this, and because of super function and this two parameter, it will jump to this init. And now we have to call only the display function. Okay, so we will write e1 dot display function. But now the problem is, it will call display function of derived class, and it will print all this. But how it is going to print this, which are written in your super class? So obviously, if you want to print name first, then age first, so immediately at this point only you have to write super dot. Obviously, we are interested in calling what? Display function. So control S and F5. See, Vishal 22581 Mumbai. See, this is how we can get the output. This is your base class, this is your derived class. Only one object created using derived class and pass all the parameters, and we have called only display function of derived class. So we are calling this too, but using super function we are calling this too also. So that is all about super function in Python. In my next video, we can have different approaches also to deal with all this concept. So we can start with that also, and then let after that we will start with the polymorphism. Thank you everyone.